So hello StockEdge users, this is a video on a very important section of StockEdge which is called Daily Update. Daily Update, essentially as the name suggests, talks about the daily update which everyone has to see. Now if you are a full-time stock market user or if you are a part-time stock market user who is interested in knowing what's happening with the market, what's happening in various stocks, various sectors in the market, and you don't want to see those information on a real-time basis, you want lesser noise and much more filtered information, this is a daily update which is a perfect section for you. Now in this daily update, if you see, we have different sections in daily updates. Important sections are news. As the name suggests, it's a news. The beauty of a news section is that each news is a filtered news by my research team. You are not bombarded with a lot of noise as part of the news. Each news can be linked with a respective stock or with the respective sector, right? Apart from the news, you can go to the announcement section. In the announcement section, all the corporates which are giving announcement to the respective exchanges, all the announcements are getting enlisted here, right? Mind you, in the daily update section, we focus on major corporates to start off with. However, when you go to any corporate through the stock section, you will be able to get detail about that particular stock also, because in that stock page, you will get the announcement section separately. So daily update is again focused on only major stocks or major market activities which is happening in the market. So apart from the update section, you have forthcoming. So we understand the importance of you keeping track of the forthcoming events, and those events can be economic events or even can be socio-political or an event which is related to any specific stock. So in the events, you see the list of events on date wise and the corporate actions which is expected, which is the data is directly taken from the corporate database, and what corporate is going to do what action in the coming few days is enlisted in this particular section. Now on the third tab, which is the market tab, it gives you a pretty good understanding of what various market indices are doing along with the 1 month graph and what they have done today. And by this you get a holistic understanding of the macro market movement in all the sectors in the market. And in this market tab, there is something called FII DII. Now FII or FPI in today's language, they are the major market movers because they contribute significantly to the shareholding of Indian corporates, as well as obviously they have a lot of liquidity in hand. So they literally drive the way market is going to behave macroeconomically. So if you tap this and if you go to the respective sections, you can see daily, you can see monthly, you can see yearly performance of FPIs, how they have invested or they have taken the money out of the Indian market. The same thing you can see for DII, which is Indian investors, and you can see for the derivative positions of FII. Now in the deal section, you will see there are different kind of deals which happens in the market which are clearly categorized by the exchanges. The common deals is the bulk deal, block deal, and bulk deal gives you an idea about the bulk investments which is happening for a particular stock and who is doing the investment. So if you click on any of these deals data, you will the app will give you a link of a particular stock or a particular investor who has done the deal. And if you click a particular that investor profile, you will see historically what are the various deals that investor has been associated with. Okay, and then you have something called insider. Insider is obviously according to the insider regulation in India, which talks about any person who has material information in India which can have an impact on the stock price. That information has to be disclosed to the exchanges. So we have accumulated all the major insider information and we are updating the same on the regular basis so that you can track those insiders or track the stock where insider activity is pretty high. Now the last tab of this section is the result tab, which essentially talks about the results which are declared today. Now the result can be on a consolidated basis or can be on a standalone basis. The result can be a quarterly result or result can be an annual result as well. All these major stocks, again I'm re-emphasizing this point, all the major stocks who will give you the result, they will be listed here, and from this tab you can actually get inside the stock, get inside the results page specifically and make sense of the result which the company has disclosed. So this is all about the daily update.